What's up, everybody? How's it going? Okay, lost my train of thought. Right, we're here for updates. Yes. Okay. I didn't really post anything, so most of you guys aren't in know, but we just got back last night from Tom Dunn's conference up in Ohio. You know, we were up there. I was helping run security, and we also had our booth set up and everything else. So we were hanging out with Tom and Kenny and Vicky Joy and Greg Reed and just everybody. It's no holds barred. We are exhausted, but it was awesome. It was worth it. A lot of you guys don't know this, but Tom actually allowed us to set up a booth ourselves, our own table and everything to get the word out about what we're doing. Oh, the Shatter Ops team was there. They actually spoke at the conference, and there were a few requests and people asking if we were speaking, but that's not really what we were there for at the time, although we are open to it. But it was me, Janice, and our brother in Christ, also our business associate and ministry partner, AC, who used to run Express Missions International. We have teamed up, and we are now not just focusing on domestic operations here in the U.S., but we're actually going to go global. Right now, we do have teams and people that are backing us in 7 different nations around the world, 8 if you include America. We have networks built up all across the U.S., and man, we are really looking to affect and make change. Now, having said that, we're trusting the Lord to raise the funds we need to fulfill the vision that He gave us and to build what we're actually working on. And to help us out with that, I'm happy to announce that our website is up and it is live. So let's hop over there real quick and I'll kind of show you what's going on with the website and kind of explain everything to you, okay? Give me 1 second to pull it up. This is our home page. I know it's nothing fancy right now, but there's a lot more stuff coming online here pretty soon, so let me kind of give you the basic walkthrough and everything else. Yes, the company has changed. It is now Archangel Ministries 91 as opposed to 22. Reason being for that is we wanted to make sure the domain name was secure and that the business licensing, as far as like, as bad as I hate to admit it, we have to do a 501c3 as broad and expansive as we're going. And we wanted to make sure that there weren't any other competitors for that name, as well as, the actual security company that's being involved. Okay, so let's dive in. You'll check it out right here. This is the home page. You can contact us, via email. It's all locked down and secured. It'll be through Proton, so it's encrypted for anyone that has cases or anything we need to look into. Videos, we do have a store, although the store is not 100% where we want it to be right now. We only have 1 or 2 t-shirt designs that I'm still debating on, that I'm doing some editing on and making sure that the prints are clean without any added ink where it doesn't need to be or anything like that. So it's a work in progress. But here we are, main page. You're welcome. It's kind of what we're doing. And we do have it set up for donate. And I said it continues on, tells you a little bit about us, what it is we're working on, solutions and everything else, because we want to be up front with you guys. And like I said, you do have the donate thing, but we do have a subscription service available as well. Now, we go over here to videos, if it'll load for me. All right. I have it set up where almost all of the videos that you guys are already familiar with on YouTube and everything, they're linked to here. However, you are going to be having exclusive uploads to this site, simply because I'm tired of YouTube telling me what I can and cannot say, and this gives me freedom, which is incredible and awesome. Now, we're still working on some of the subscriber stuff and the basis, and I'll explain all that in a moment, but we can go to the store. And, yes, here we go. Okay, we have it set up for ministry partnerships, all right? And you get different things with different packages, and here's some of the shirts, and you kind of see what I'm talking about that I'm going to have to do some final editing on because I want to get rid of all of this right here. I've already done some samples, and it looks good. You don't even notice it, but I'm a perfectionist, so it is what it is. This shirt is actually ready to go and is in perfect condition and is actually quite amazing. I'm actually wearing one right now. And you can't, I don't know why it's on here 3 times, whatever. Okay, but you can select these in different colors, although I have noticed that for like the red and the gray, there's still a little bit of editing that I have to do. See, like right there, I've got to cut a lot of this out. It's fine on white, not so much on red, which I'll have the final edited version of that up where you can get it in different colors and it won't be an issue. But the white one looks fine, and I'm not really sure why it shows it like it's got the white blotches on the other one, because they're literally non-existent on this one. I'm wearing one right now, and there is no white ink anywhere on it. It makes no sense. It's like they completely avoided what I was doing during the editing process. But you know what? I'll fix it. And we've got several more t-shirt designs coming up, as well as some other really cool stuff. Now, getting back to the ministry partner stuff. Okay, let me explain. For $10 a month, right, you're going to get access to all the video content that I put out, all right? And unless something is like super exclusive, you'll get access to that as well, including some of the snippets from like the training seminars and things like that, because we want to be upfront, honest, where the money's going, what's going on with it. Now, for the $50 a month, you get more. You get all the basic videos, you get direct access to the live streams, you're going to get direct access to exclusive interviews and stuff that are done, and we're actually also working on putting together some documentaries, which are going to be a lot of fun. So there's a lot going on here. Man, I lost my train of thought. Okay, but yeah. So $10 a month, basic, anything that I put up on YouTube or Rumble, plus some of the exclusive interviews, as well as some of the training stuff and everything else, and that includes firearms, hand-to-hand combat, etc., etc. You will get portions of it. $50, you get access to all the exclusive interviews, all of the exclusive live streams, plus any sort of the training seminars that we record or anything like that. You will have full access to the entire segments. If we do something on disarming, whether it's knives, handguns, something like that, you'll get a segment, 10, 15-minute reel over here. Over here, you get 30, 45 minutes, an hour, however long we spend on that particular subject. Not to mention, you are also going to be getting first access to any exclusive releases that are coming out, because there is going to be a little bit of delay between the two. So you will get first access at the $50 a month partnership. You'll get them eventually, probably 1 or 2 days behind on the $10 a month. And a lot of people, I'm sure, are asking, why are we doing this? Is this a money grab? No. Let me explain ourselves. This is not a money grab. For us to operate and actually do rescue work, it requires funds. We have to have money. Hotel costs, fuel, food, ammunition. We have to be able to have access to certain types of tech and equipment. So it's one of those things, when you partner with us, even at $10 a month, all of the money is channeled directly into the ministry, into the rescue work. Just same way as it is with the $50. We just like to give people an option, because I never want anyone to feel like they're overpaying for something. You guys know me. I don't do begging. I don't ask for money. If I get something from somebody or someone wants to donate, I'm fine with it, but I also want you to get something in return. I want you guys to get value, something that's worth it. And we're actually going to be putting together like a castle defense, home defense type thing, and going into certain like prepper gear and stuff like that. And all of this stuff will be available. We haven't really figured out the tier list just yet. Now, I'm going to give you guys an exclusive notice. We are partnering up with Mike Stibbs from Project Revelation, as well as Chris Price from the Campermon podcast. And we are actually going to be filming and recording a documentary on a satanic crimes investigation that I currently have that is going to be taking place in Kentucky. I'm not going to give the direct location right now for security reasons. I'm sure you guys understand why. But there are a lot of things going on that need to be investigated and need to be figured out. So we are actually going to be boots on the ground in Kentucky. Again, I'm not going to tell you the exact date, but I will tell you that it is coming soon, much sooner than people think. And Chris has agreed to come with us and actually do the camera recording and record the process and everything that we're getting into up in Kentucky, and is going to be turned into a documentary. Not so much a self-promotion one because, well, you know, I'm not big on advertising. But we do want people to kind of get an inside look on how we operate and what it is that we're working on. And this is also going to include some things like dogmen sightings and stuff that could be related to missing persons or disappearances and stuff. But I'm not going to get everybody's hopes up and say, oh, we're going to catch a dogman on camera or anything like that, because, you know, whatever happens is going to be in accordance with God's will. And if God chooses that it's time for that to come out to the public and there actually be camera footage of it, undeniable proof and evidence, then okay, we'll get it. If not, then, well, you know what? The biggest thing we're up there doing is investigating coven activity tied in with disappearances and murders in the area. So that is our main focus. So that is coming very soon. And I'm going to tell you right now, unless you're a $50 subscriber or you give like a substantial donation, it's going to have to be purchased and able to actually watch it. I'm sorry, I will do my best to give some snippets and stuff so people can kind of see it and the finalized, you know, product and everything and figure out what exactly they're putting money towards. But I'm hoping this is something that'll pique your guys' interest so you can kind of see into our world and what we're working on. So, you know, that's just kind of the way it is. Now, another thing that you guys may have noticed about the donations, let me go to home. It kind of pops up all over the page. You know, I get it. I'm sorry. You know, a lot of people just want to hear about what we do and not really donate, which, you know what, that's whatever. So why do we have the donation thing? Well, we have it for two reasons. Because we are looking for donors to fund our rescue operations and our missions. It costs a lot to go overseas, guys. It costs a lot for me to go halfway across the country to another state, or heaven forbid if I have to go all the way out to California, that's all the way across the country for me. And it costs money, fuel, car repairs, food, you know, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So we do have the donate thing set up for people to be able to come in and donate money and help us out so that we can actually fund our ministry work. But there's another reason we do it. We have had a lot of interest from a lot of different people, including at the seminar, for example. In 1 second. In order to actually join our teams. And as you guys have guessed, we really have to vet certain people. We need support, and we want to build multiple teams around the U.S. as well as across the world. Okay? The problem with that is there's certain different tiers to the ministry. You know, it doesn't take much training for me to get someone to be in our corner as a prayer warrior and pray for our operations, praying for the ministry, praying for God's guidance. It doesn't take a whole lot for me to really train someone to do that. However, when you get into the other stuff, because we have it set up now where we are connected with other safe houses and rehabilitation programs and stuff for the victims that are rescued. The problem, actually, you know what? Let me close out of this. That way we can be face to face. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, as I was saying, the problem, we have been doing this for years, okay? A lot of these safe houses, the staff that they have, they are not properly trained to handle people suffering from severe trauma, especially those who have been split and are dealing with dissociative identity disorder, multiple personalities and things like that. They're not properly trained for it. So we have to have the funds in order to bring people on board and train them properly and send them to the different locations, so we have people on staff that can help if we get an SRA victim out alive, if we get someone that's been in prostitution and human trafficking out alive. Usually the amount of trauma they've suffered is so severe that your standard staff just can't handle it. And another thing is, those of us that actually do deal with these people and stuff like that, there is a high burnout rate. So we have to have people that are very, very committed, just as we do for the actual extraction teams and security details. So what we're doing is, in order to join our team, all right, you have to be willing to make a donation. Not because we want your money, because we want to know how serious you are about investing in the future of the innocent people that don't have a voice to speak for themselves. Okay? So that's our main goal with the donate thing. All right? The team members and stuff we recruit, yes, we will take any donations that people are willing and able to give. We're not going to shun, we're not going to turn away or anything else. But if you want to be a team member, if you want to operate, whether it's security details, extraction details, whether it's outreach, whether it's ministry, whether it's prayer team, stuff like that. Of course, prayer team, we get people praying for us all the time, so we're not too concerned about that aspect of it. But the people that are physical boots on the ground, we have to know beyond a shadow of a doubt that you're committed. I hope that makes sense. It's just, it is what it is, okay? It also helps us to prevent criminals and potential criminals from coming in, finding out the way we operate, and then trying to use it against us. We vet everybody very carefully. Background checks, testimonials from relatives, eyewitness, accounts, anything that we can get our hands on, because we only want the best of the best, the purest of the pure, the people who really want to be there for the right reasons. If you're on the security detail, I don't care if you were a Navy SEAL, I don't care if you were SAS, I don't care what your background is, law enforcement, special operations, SWAT team. I don't care. If I run you and I find out that you are a Freemason, guess what, buddy? You're out. Not happening. I'm not letting my organization be corrupted. Not going to happen, all right? So if that's your background, don't even apply. We don't want you. Sounds cold, but it's the truth. You pull away from it, you turn all the way to Jesus Christ and actually repent and get healing and deliverance for the stuff that you did under the name of the Freemasons or any other secret agency that you're a part of, we'll talk. Till then, go that way. All right? But we have to be able to vet people. We have to make sure that people's hearts are in the right place and that they're going to be here for the long haul. Now, a lot of questions are rising up with certain people, wondering what it is that's going to separate us from some of the others. One is that vetting process, okay? If God doesn't agree with us on someone that we want to bring on, then we're listening to him, not us. That's just the way it is. Now, another question people may have is, are we going to expect for our ministry to be completely funded by nothing but donations? The answer to that is a very solid no. Let me give you an example. The reason why we're doing this in two parts, the donations, and then we have the other part, which is the actual business operations, which is going to be my own personal private security company, okay? Because the team members that we vet, that we bring in, those who are going to be on the ground conducting investigations, who are going to be running security details, they're vetted. And I want to be able to provide for them. I want to be able to provide for their families and everything else. So, the difference between what we're doing and what everybody else is doing is my security company is going to be able to permanently staff our own people. That means that starting here in Memphis, we're going to have a security firm. Anyone that comes on and joins the ministry team here is going to be offered an invitation to get their credentials for the state of Tennessee, armed security license, executive protection training, firearms training, everything else, first aid, CPR, de-escalation, all of it, okay? And they are going to be invited, if they choose, to come and work for my security company. And anytime that we have a mission or something, or an investigation that has to be conducted, then they're getting paid for their time out in the field. And my company will simply use it as a tax write-off, as a donation to a 501c3 company. I hope that makes sense. Because we want to be able to provide for our people. And some of the operations are going to happen overseas, or if you have to go across, state lines to another state or something like that, then we're going to bring staff in to fill your position while you're away, okay? And there's going to be stipends and stuff involved to keep you and your family afloat and above water. That is the goal. Now, grand scheme of things, what we're looking into doing, what God has shown me, what God has shown AC, what God has shown my wife, what God has shown some of our other ministry partners all across the U.S. and in other states, is we want to have our own safe house community set up and fully staffed. Guarded, equipped, proper people that can pray with the people, provide their counseling, do deliverance, and help them heal from the trauma that they've endured. It's going to be completely secure. No coven members getting in, no gang members getting in. They are going to be safe and secure. And we are going to make sure that these people are compensated and provided for in order to do it. That is the goal. And it also has the added perk and benefit of having small communities already assembled and put together, depending upon how severe things get here in the States. So, look, I'm not a salesman. I'm not. All I can tell you is that I believe in this wholeheartedly because God has shown it to us. And I know that He's going to fulfill it. I don't know what it's going to look like. I don't know if we have time to do a full rollout the way that I want. I'm praying that God will bless us with super donors of $1 million or something like that. And I believe that He can and that He will. But I don't know when that's going to happen. So in the meantime, I want you guys to know this is what we're working on. And the way I see it, even if I only get 100 subscribers to the website at $10 a month, that's still $1,000 a month that goes all the way to operations, training seminars all over the United States and even in other countries, and it's going to help us build and expand. Just from AC's work alone, almost 1,300 girls and children were rescued all over the world. You combine his numbers with ours, and it's probably 14,000, maybe more. And we're not delusional. We know how complicated things get in rescue operations here in America. But we're equipped and we're ready to do it. And we are partnering with the guys from Russ Disdar's team, Shatter Ops. All right? So we are not alone. We're teamed up with the right people. The network has been established and it's there. But we have to be able to bring things in, get things organized, get boots on the ground, and get out there. And another thing I forgot to mention, my bad, while we were on the website, is that $10 donation a month doesn't just give you the videos and live streams and stuff. You also get exclusive access to my books. Yes, I said books because there are 2 of them that are currently in the works and a third one that I'm working on with Dr. Judd Burton right now, and many other works in the process with good friends of mine. I'm not going to mention names or anything until we finally get the clear picture of what it is we're going to present to the public. All right? So, like Arise a Night, you get all of the chapters that are completely downloadable. You get access to all the videos that go with the chapters and everything else. And then you're also going to be able to get first notifications when documentaries or exclusive interviews are coming out. And we're going to get everything worked out because I want you guys to get everything that I can give you. I'm not in the notion of people giving me money and them getting nothing for it because I want you to get everything that you can. And it's just like the super subscribers or super donors and stuff like that. We're even going to give you guys exclusive access to cases that we're working. Names omitted, of course. Locations omitted, of course. But we want you guys to know what your money's going towards and how many people's lives you're helping to change. So having said that, guys, thank you for hanging out with me. And if you want to check out the website, it's www.archangelministries91.com. All right? And like I said, this shirt is fully ready to go. and you have, Stand Harm's Way, Make a Change Direction on the front. On the back is our logo, or one of the versions of our logo. But we have many more shirts coming. I'm actually going to bang out a couple of new designs here in the next couple of days that are going to be up there. We've also got our own particular blend of coffee that a homie of ours who runs his own small roast coffee thing is actually, he slow roasted himself. It's completely, man, dude, the coffee's amazing. But that's going to be on there. Some of Mike Stibbs' new work, his exclusive documentaries and stuff are going to be on there. Some of Tom Dunn's stuff from Through the Black is going to be on there. And we're also even going to have where you can contribute and help his daughter, Evangeline, and her anti-abortion movement and ministry work available, where you can go and check her out and support her exclusively as well. So there's a lot in the works, a lot of irons in the fires, guys, and it's only going to get better. So having said that, I'm going to get off here. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for the support you guys have given us so far, and I hope that you guys continue to stick around. And remember, anything I can't post on YouTube, it's going to be on Rumble, or you can find it on the website. All right, guys. Having said that, I appreciate it. Archangel Ministries, I'm out.